Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. We're all set to go amidst the high-altitude snow here in Denver. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Marvin Mims now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. Stopped after a gain of 2. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. It isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. distance onto this upcoming third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Really, I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And that couldn't have hit any better. That took the perfect bounce and went out of bounds at the 1. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Ready.
First give of the game to the LSU product. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
Being a little bit there, kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
10 cycles.
They give it to him again. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down.
Down. 33. Yellow. Cut.
Another carry for him. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure running backs' merit by touchdowns, yards, fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Green. Let's go now. Black Ultra. Black 40. 10.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. He was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Set. Ready. 45. Right. Field. Black. Slice blue. Needle blue. Blue striker.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
Right. White.
It's a gain of 2.
Red.
And the Raider 1st down.
Red. Yellow. Smack. Red. Green jack. Black shot. Set. Go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Blaster. Six. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They are throwing it again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
10. 36. Mega. Red. Cycle. Cut.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
He's brought down before the return gets far. Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. This drive is going to start with a run by McLaughlin. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. Decent game here, but short of the 1st.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. You're not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. This our last play of the quarter. First and 10, looking to throw. And they're able to take him down, and that sack is how we're going to end our first quarter of play. So we've reached the end of one on the first day of the new year. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They are facing second down deep on their own end.
White, blue. Red, yellow. Black, red.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Broncos go with a dime look here on third down. Back now, pressure coming. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he... Oh, and it's a fake. Punter with the football. Pass caught. And they pull it off. He gets them the first before being stopped.
I wonder how many times Kate the kicker's gone to coach and said, Coach, I can pull this off. They finally gave him a shot, and turns out he was right. What a great play.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Throwing from the gun here. He completes it in traffic. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
We are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. And gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. This time it's a passing play. Escapes the pocket. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jonte Barron has it. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he gets it forward to still about a yard after that. Luke Martin making that play. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with the ground game here. They're not getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. All right, I think we know what's happening. They're going to continue running it until this clock runs out. And he does not get to that line. Looked for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say this has been a defensive slobber knocker through 2, right? Maybe some points finally on the horizon as we resume play. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. First down now, ball at the 33. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Back to throw. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. This one finds Thornton. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Dropping back to throw. Tops. This is Lee. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. He's going to throw it again. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Has a man on target to Thornton. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Throw is caught. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal.
Yellow, 22.
Man in motion out of the slot. They'll try and punch it in. He stopped, and I think technically this is going to go as a loss on the play, Brock, but that's still right on the edge of the goal line. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We have not seen much achievement today.
Setting up, 2nd and goal.
560. Here we go, set. Opposite, green. Ready.
He gets it again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That's up and through for the point after. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. Takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And this is going to be Raiders football.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it will be taken down, that much we know. Tough to see where, though. Looks like they're going to have it as a gain of 3. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Running it now out of the gun. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Set. 33, yellow. Ready.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Ready. Set. Cut.
He's back to throw. He connects downfield. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Down. Yellow. 43. Ready.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Drawing up the design keeper. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So that brings us to the end of 3 on New Year's Day. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Nice 44. Ready.
Harvey gets it on the counter. He strides quickly, headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Hold on, set. Captain. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, man, it's Colston Loveland. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, Kim, hold on a sec.
Nix from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders take over on his 5th interception of the season. First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
Here's a toss running left. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And that play, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
22 meters. Set, cut.
Now a give on the counter. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Drops it down. Harvey. He's going to bring this down to their 35. They get 37 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Nix now to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Ready.
Nix off the play action. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Lowe finds his back. Harvey. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. start down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10. They're on the 24-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10.
Let's go. Check, huh?
Right up the gut. And it looks like he got beyond the line, but it is pretty tough to see amidst this snow. They're going to say, yep, it's a gain of 1. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Come on. Go red. Red, 38. Set.
They give it to him again. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Raiders very close to an 11th win this season.
On the ready.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Red, red, fight, 60. Red, 10 cycle. Fight, white. Hut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Watch out now. Hut, hut.
The give now out of the shotgun. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Blue, 32. Red.
Throwing out to the left. Cut! And that's a Raiders first down. And more than that, Brock, it should seal away the win for them.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here we go. Ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he will be taken down. That much we know. Tough to see where, though. Looks like they're going to have it as a gain of 3. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders.